This is a story that I had followed a few years ago, and I just happened to look into it, and I found that there was a verdict in this story. I don't know if you are familiar with this story, so if you are not, I will just tell you a little bit about this story. It happened in Culver City, California. Jacsun, 5.5-month-old little baby, he had went missing. He went missing on December 31st, 2018. However, the Department of Human Services had known that Jacsun had been missing at least since January 3rd, 2019. No authorities had been notified on this missing baby. Adam Manson, 34 years old, and his girlfriend and the mother of his child, Kiana Williams, 32 years old, had been living together with their son Jacsun in an Upward Bound house. It's a program that helps people who are homeless get on their feet and transition into life where they can better take care of themselves. Adam said his almost 5.5-month-old baby was left in the care of someone that they had trusted. Who that person was, I have no idea. I couldn't find any information on that person. Adam went on stressing about how he could not say any more about this because it was the truth and it was all that he knew. Adam had held on to this lie as long as he could. However, Kiana Williams was in a separate interview room and she had started to confess what really happened on that New Year's Eve. So the couple are now at King's Motel with their son. Heading into the year 2019, Adam had awoke to see Kiana was crying and she was holding on to their son Jacsun. He was limp. He was hot to the touch. He was not breathing. Kiana said that she even tried to perform CPR several times. It was pointless. Jacsun was dead. It's what this couple did after the fact that was questionable and just disgusting, in my opinion. The couple would rent the room for a second night and they would continue to smoke their meth with their dead baby in the room with them. The next day, Kiana wrapped Jacsun's lifeless body up. He was wearing his blue onesie pajamas. She wrapped him in a gray blanket and she put him in a black trash bag, then a pillowcase, then a black Adidas duffel bag, then placed the bundle in a rolling suitcase. The pair would track down several places to where they could lay their deceased son. They found a dumpster behind a Sears store in Baldwin Hills, Crenshaw Mall. And they placed the luggage containing their son inside the dumpster. They said they did this and they did not call the police because out of fear that they would be arrested. Of course, you would be arrested. Culver City detectives were able to track down the sanitation worker, he will remain nameless, who recalled finding that luggage that had been placed in there. He said it had a foul odor that was coming from that luggage. And that luggage that was placed in that dumpster, the reason why he recalled this, because I was like, why did he recall that? It's because the dumpster was for green trash only, which means you could put twigs and leaves and grass in there, things like that. It was not for, anything that wasn't, they're calling it biodegradable. It wasn't for, other things like a suitcase. So I wish he would have called the police upon finding it, but he didn't. He just, continued with his job. So, they have a system where even though it's taken to a landfill, it's very organized. If you ever look at videos, it's organized where the trash goes. They don't just dump it. It's organized. Even though it's there, it's organized. So The detectives and I guess volunteer workers had went to the Corona landfill and it was searched, but they could not find that luggage which contained the remains of Jacsun. So Jacsun has never been found to this day, and Jacsun has been presumed dead. Now, Adam and Kiana have willingly stated that they are chronic methamphetamine and marijuana users who smoke every day, but they love their son. The couple was actually arrested and their booking photo was taken on February 7th, 2019. So 5 weeks after Jacsun had passed away, they were finally arrested and booked. Adam, I can't say if he looks high or not in this photo. He looks more annoyed, if anything, but Kiana looks hit. I mean, she really looks like, she's high. But remember, the couple had confessed that they do smoke these drugs every day. So more than likely, they were high. Now back to that transitional building, a case manager. Now this was all said during the trial. A lot of people, I think they said 10 people, had testified against this couple. So back at that transitional building, a case manager had said that she saw filth, so much drug paraphernalia, and she did alert the DCFS, the Department of Children and Family Services. She called them. Surrounding the baby's bouncy chair were cigarette butts, rotting food, marijuana pipes, and small blow torches and bags of white residue. A mother and her 13-year-old daughter, who will remain nameless, they remember visiting this couple and hearing Jacsun crying. They saw Jacsun on the floor by the sofa, and the couple were just walking past him, not paying attention to him at all, in and out of the bathroom. On January 3rd, a Los Angeles Police Department officer, he had found them breaking into cars. Jacsun was not with them, nor did they appear distressed or bereaved in any way, nor did they even mention their child. The couple had left that residence and they were now living in a stolen car by this time, and this car was actually stolen from the transitional home. Now, a lot of people don't feel that the sentence that they received was harsh enough. The couple was given 6 years in prison so they could get out as early as of 2024, which is not far from now. If they do not follow the stipulations of being free, I guess they'll get probation or parole. I don't know how they're doing it. They will have to do their additional 4 years. So I guess they were going to get 10 years for being responsible for the death of their son that has not even been found. Jacsun does have a family member on his side. It is the parental aunt, Gina Mason. She had so many questions, like everybody else who followed this story, like myself. She said, why was recovering addicts given this baby to raise? If the baby was missing and everyone knew that this baby was missing, why wasn't anyone doing anything to find out where this baby was? Like, call the police. No Amber Alert, nothing. By this time, the investigators got to the trash can. It had already been dumped. And by the time the investigators got to the landfills with the volunteers, they could not find this suitcase that contained the remains of Jacsun's. So authorities aren't really sure how this baby died because they can't even do an autopsy on this baby. So they are taking the explanation or the confession of 2 known drug addicts that was currently on this drug while their son died. That's all they have to go on, is what these people have told them. Now, people are saying that they lucked out with giving 6 years I read that Kiana had to be taken out of general population after getting into fights because, the inmates in there are calling her a baby killer. I mean, the child did die in their care. Hopefully, when this couple gets out, they will find resourcemen to keep them clean, at least in the memory of their son, that they will do this. Stay clean, be clean, get jobs, live a productive life in memory of their son. 'Cause 6 years, it ain't shit. It really isn't. I mean, hopefully one day Jacsun will be found, but this happened in, let's say, 2019. And we're already in 2022. So this baby, he's been missing for about 3 years. About a little over 3 years, where they cannot find his baby, his remains. So, rest in peace, Jacsun Mason.